Hello everyone, all our crafty friends. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I am an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb, and the voice that you hear accompanying me, assisting me, producing, I don't know, lots of things, answering your comments. It's Rachel.
Hi guys.
Who is also an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. So we're so excited to have everyone here. I am fully prepared to see lots of new old names today because over the weekend, a lot of you found us, which we're super excited about.
So excited.
Anytime someone finds us,
Yes.
we're like, oh my gosh, did you see this person? Sorry, I'm having to retie my apron here, but so many. I feel like there were even more this weekend than normal. So we're really excited. We onboarded over the weekend. Of course, we weren't live, so it's always fun to see how many join even when we're not live. I think it was close to 10, so we're really excited to welcome 10 new flock members to the flock. We have been getting lots. Let me just say this really quickly. We've been getting lots and lots of requests to the private Facebook group, and I just want to reiterate, the private Facebook group is for flock members only.
It's a perk.
It is. It's a perk of being a flock member. And while we want everyone to craft with us, we do want to make sure that that group stays exclusive to those who have purchased and invested in us. And so if you're interested in joining that flock group, then you can do that by purchasing our Craft with the Flock course. Click the link that Miss Rachel is sharing, and that Craft with the Flock course access gives you free access to the flock through May 31st. So that's super exciting. Also, one thing we don't talk a lot about, but if you purchase this course that gives you the free access, when we launch our actual membership, which won't look too different than what it does now, it just will be on a website platform. But you will get a special discount for your membership that will auto renew. Like it's not like you'll get it for this price and then in a year it auto renews at another one. It will always be that same price. So there's that benefit as well. And you get all of the fun cut files, which we're going to be talking about the cut files today because I just dropped, I think it was like 20 or 21 new files for you all. Super exciting. So
we have a fun person here. Their name is Creative Art Spark.
Hi.
And she says, please don't make me want to get a Glowforge. I want to quit my day job.
You're going to want a Glowforge.
It's true.
I'm just going to let you know, you're going to want one. Kat, who is here, is wanting one. I got a message from Debbie, and Debbie, I didn't have a chance to read it all, but I think, is Debbie friend here today?
I don't know if I've seen her here yet.
Debbie, I knew wanted one, but was like on the fence about it or a new laptop, and I think she had to get a new laptop because her laptop pooped out.
You can't do anything without a laptop.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then our friend Christy has just gotten one, and who else? There's another friend who just got one. Elise. Yes, Elise just got one. I think all of these people kind of wanted one to begin with, and then when they see how easy it is to use and all the different ways that you can use it,
it kind of pushes them over the edge.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to, we do have a Glowforge link down below if you want to use that. Feel free.
Yeah, so if you use the Glowforge link, then you get a special discount. We also get some perks from it.
At no extra cost
At
to
no
you,
extra,
of course.
yeah, extra, exactly. Anyway, who all do we have here?
So Debbie friend is here. She says hello. We have Susan, Jenny, Becca, Roberta. Oh man, Kat is here. Shauna, Susan, Julie. Oh, we have so many people here today.
Jennifer says, dang, I sort of knew I'd want one. By the way, my name is Jennifer. That's Creative Art Sparks, yeah.
Yes.
So fun. I recognize your handle, your Insta handle, or YouTube handle. Jenny, you just got a Glowforge ordered for work. How fun. Oh my gosh.
That's
you're
a
gonna
fun
love
work.
It. Yes. Yeah, Elisa says that she's waiting for it to arrive still. Anyway, I'm so excited to be here with you all today. We are making a fun project with our Glowforge today. Now, you can make this project without a Glowforge as well, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how that you could do this. This is a file that dropped today. And we are making, I don't know if you want to do the overhead or not. Yeah. We are making a recipe book that we use these little guys here for. They are 3-ring. I don't know why I couldn't get 3-ring out. It's like a, they open like this. So that's fun. You can also just use the ones that come standalone, you know, like the silver ones that are really popular. You could use that. But these came from Amazon and it came in a 10-pack. They're very cute. I love the color. If you're going to have a huge recipe book, you would probably want larger rings so that you could get more recipe cards in there. But what we did was take some wood. Today I'm going to be cutting it out of MDF board, but this one is made out of wood. This is vinyl. And then we did some print and cut recipe cards in here.
So cute.
And I designed the file so that this is file, this part is on the file, and then the recipe card is also in the file, and then there's the back. So there's lots of pieces. We'll look at it in a little bit. But the recipe card is created as an SVG, so you can change the colors of it if you want to. So that's super fun. And like I said, this is made out of wood, but I made this one, I cut this one out of chipboard, which would be really great. And I went ahead and put, I wanted to test it because I thought it would be fun to tell you all. I don't recommend this. I sublimated on chipboard. Don't love it. It's not terrible. But
I personally don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, of course, it's not jet black, which I think is where our expectation was.
Yes. Yeah.
But I really don't think it looks that bad.
Anyway, you could use your Cricut maker to make this out of chipboard. It would be very cute. You can also use your Cricut maker or your export machine to make this out of craft board. So you could make an even thinner one. That would be really nice. And then I also tested this one. This is what we're going to be doing today. This is made out of the draft board, and I've painted on this. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to be cutting it out of draft board with my Glowforge. And then we score, and I'll show you all of this. We score the letters into the draft board with the Glowforge and then paint. It is so flipping easy. You're going to die when you see how quick and easy it is.
And look how good it turns. It looks so professional.
Yeah. So these are my preferences. The painted, I actually prefer the paint over the vinyl just because of longevity, and you know, you're in the kitchen, your hands are wet, or it gets thrown into a vat of flour. I don't know. I feel like the paint is going to hold up a little bit better than the vinyl, only because I did not seal this. Now, if you sealed this, it'd be okay. It'd be totally fine. I haven't looked at any comments, Rach.
They're so impressed of how many different ways you're showing this today.
Yes.
It's amazing. We love giving you guys variety. Also, Miss Shauna Baker. We know Shauna
Yes,
very well.
Shauna.
She has COVID, but she has no symptoms. So she has to get tested every week for work, and one popped up positive. So prayers that you continue to show no symptoms, then you take it like a rock star, Shauna. Absolutely. Yeah, they're loving these.
Amazing. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to change the overhead camera lighting a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit bright.
And you can kind of see what Becca's doing, too.
It drives me a little bit crazy. Hold on. Okay. Let's go down to like.
Oh, here she goes.
Okay,
she
that's
can't
looking
stand
good.
it.
I can't stand it. It drives me crazy.
We can't
I hate
wait till the live's over.
This
She's
right
like,
here
"Hang
is
on."
like blown out. I don't want that. Okay. So
You're
I'm
a perfectionist. It's fine.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so for materials, I did say we have these little 3-ring, it's not a binder, but it's like a binder clip type thing, which is really cute. And then I have this I've already printed out, and I'll, if you want me to cut them for you, I can cut them for you. But the cruddy thing about this project is that you can only fit 2 recipe cards on a print and cut sheet, which takes a little bit of time to print them and cut them out. So an alternative, I guess, what you could do is print them out and then cut them with maybe a paper cutter. And if you have a hole punch that's like a several hole punch.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual term would be, but like several lined up, then you could do that. That would be preferable in my opinion. But I'm also using today, I don't normally use proof grade products, but today I am using proof grade. And what a proof grade product, for those of you who are new to Glowforge, is a proof grade product is specifically from Glowforge. And you can see down here, there is this QR code and it does say Glowforge. Your Glowforge actually reads this QR code and automatically sets up your machine for this material. So it sets up the speed and the power and all of that stuff for this specific material. So that's really neat. However, if you don't have proof grade material, it's absolutely fine. I am going to say you are going to want a material that is masked. The reason that you want a material for this specific way that I'm doing it that is masked is that you want to be able to use the mask as a stencil. So what's going to happen, and this will all make sense in a little bit, I am going to score these letters onto this, and when I do that, it cuts through the masking transfer, but not all the way through. It's sort of like engraving it, but not. Like it engraves just the outline instead of all of it.
Yeah.
And when I do that, I'll be able to weed off the masking transfer and not the excess, just the part that's over the letters. And then I'll be able to paint that and peel it off. So it's like a stencil that comes with it. It's amazing. If you have material that does not have mask on it, then you can mask your materials. I'm going to be doing a video on this to show you all what my favorite kind of third-party masking, I've said 1,000 times. I'm so sorry. My third party.
There's a lot of thoughts going through your head.
My third party masking preference is these are just painter's tapes from Lowe's. And I'm going to be testing out all of these. I have seen great results from these. Anyway, I figured you all would like that.
And we have actually a ton of questions.
Okay.
If you're ready. I'll switch it to you
Let's
as
go.
well. First one, what are the hooks called and where did you get them?
I got them from Amazon.
Okay.
They are actually called, it's very small. I'm very sorry.
Struggling.
10 pieces, 3 ring me ... spines combs. I got them from Amazon. We can link them really quickly.
Yeah.
Let me grab this and I'll send it to Rachel and she can link it for you. Actually,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Creative Art Spark, which is Jennifer, she says, can you sublimate on that wood?
You can. There are different ways to do that. A lot of people like to put a coat of poly down first. We, in some testing, have also found that it's better to have like a really, really light coat of like white or something like that because the contrast, the colors show up better if that's there. We may do a video on that a little bit later.
And what size is the finished recipe book?
The cards are the size, it's 4x6. So they're standard, the smaller standard recipe cards. Okay, here is the link. Well, let me get the bit.ly link. Sorry, I can't talk and do things at the same time.
Julie's here. Becca's laptop on the edge of Lambert is making me nervous. Julie, Becca's living on the edge.
Yes.
Literally.
I'm good over here. Okay, here is the link for these little 3-ring thingies. I just dropped it to make it easier. Any other questions? You said there were questions? One was about the little rings.
Yes.
One was about sublimating on wood.
We had several about the rings, so we'll just bundle all those together.
Yes.
So the link will help with that as well. And then someone said, and I don't know if this is something that we could Google, can you use laminating sheets and sublimate on the laminating sheets? So I don't know if they have like that poly coating. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
So Becky, there you go.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's actually even better to use those, or what we have found is even better to use those than like a poly sealer. Great question. So back to the third-party maskings. You can get masking transfer or masking paper for this that is specifically for lasers. So if you're a little bit leery about using things like painter's tape and whatnot, you can find laser grade or printer grade. These are actually called printers. It's a laser printer. It's very odd. But like I said, I'm going to be showing you eventually what we like about these. One thing that you do want to be careful of when you are using things like this to mask your materials is that you want to make sure a couple of things. One, that they lined up really perfectly. You don't want overlap and you don't want them to be separated. So they have to be lined up perfectly, and you don't want wrinkles or bubbles in it. So you need to use like a squeegee tool or something like that to get it really nice and smooth. Again, we'll share all of this in another video. I just wanted to kind of go over it here today. Rachel, anything else about any of that?
Not that I'm seeing. Chrissy Sparkle Dumpster is here, and she
Hi.
says, "Don't say that. Now I have to buy a sublimation printer. My poor wallet." Listen, we love our sublimation printer.
We had a friend over in the private Facebook group who was selling one. I don't know if you would be even close to each other. She was selling that and her, like everything to do sublimation, paper, ink, all of that fun stuff. I don't remember which sublimation printer it was, but maybe look over there. Maybe you can get a good deal.
Do you sublimate on the laminated sheets or cover your sublimation with laminate? So you
sublimate on the sheet.
So you can sublimate directly on it. Yes, Debbie, there you go.
Why no overlap? Because the lasers are super, super meticulous. And especially if you were engraving, if there were overlap, then obviously it's thicker where it's going to be engraving through it. So your engraving won't be as consistent. Like it would be darker in the spots darker and deeper in the spots where it wasn't overlapped and not as deep in the overlap spots. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, fantastic. Let's jump to, I've got to plug my computer in. First, let's turn on this guy. And then I'm going to put our material in here. Did I not plug him up? He's mad at me. What did I do?
What happened?
It's not turning on. Whoops.
Maybe he's too much for that extension cord.
Oh, I just plugged it. I unplugged it when I was moving it around.
There we go. We see the lights.
So I'm just going to put this material right here on top of my crumb tray. Close this down. And the reason that you want to put the material in the Glowforge before you jump over into the app is because it takes just a few seconds for the print head to center, to focus, to see the material. But you want to be able to see the material from the camera that's actually in there so that you can place your file on your material. So let me jump over here and plug in for you all. My computer is dying, so it's nice that I have to plug in. Yeah, whatever.
Charges it as well, so that's
a whole
good
thing.
Little thing, yeah.
Okay, we're going to go. Is it coming on, Rach?
Not just yet.
Oh, great. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
I'm just going to start from scratch. So we're going to press create. We're going to new blank design, and hopefully I can find this thing. Actually, before we do that, let's look at all of our new cut files that we're using today. Let me zoom this in here really quick.
Any puppies in the studio today? Not today, Debbie.
Well, Lenny was there this morning.
That's true. Lenny came this morning, yes, but he went back home.
Show view options. So all of these are in the Dropbox link for you all right now. So go check those out and after the live. Enjoy those. But I have dropped some fun stuff for you all. Went ahead and made some mug wraps for you all. Make sure you mirror these, but you can customize these with your flock number. So I made a 12 ounce and a 15 ounce template for you in both of those. And then you can see this one with the O&L swirl is also here for you all. So that is fun. Will be fun for merch. I have the Camping with the Flock logo for you all. So for those of you who will be camping with us in June, we'll probably do some shirts, but maybe you want to create your own merch with this as well.
So cute.
So that is available. I have this right here, which I've used in another cut file, but I thought it would be really cute just to keep blank so that you all can put your own quotes or anything like that on it if you wanted to. I have just the camper for those of you who want it.
Look at the colors.
I have just this flock member. So we have founding flock member, and then we have the flock. And then I wanted to add this one because I didn't have this one that had our full color logo on it, and then the tag. So you all can customize that with your flock number, put it on whatever you want. And then this I'm adding to, it's the SVG. This is the letters that are the numbers that you would want to use in order to customize these. But I also have this that says, hello, I'm probably anxious. This is, I think Rachel and Julie both wanted this so bad.
So bad.
It's very fun. It's a little mental health tribute.
Yes.
There's the SVG as well. And then there's this one that says, it's okay. Ooh, we're opening it up in Illustrator. That's not what I intended to do. It's okay to have Jesus and a therapist too.
Perfect. So cute.
And the reason that comes up gray is because the background is translucent. So.
Jean says, Becca, we are so spoiled.
Oh, I love that. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for you all.
They look great.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, let me just... Oh, paranoid. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
That's better.
Goodness.
Now we have this one that's a brain that says, let me overthink this.
So
That's me to a T. It's me. Then we have this one with our little note up there that says mental health matters.
And Becca, these are hand lettered, correct?
Yes, they are.
Yes, people are asking what font this is. The font is Becca's handwriting.
Yeah. Then we have this mental health matters. So that one is fun. And then we have our Nintendo Switches. We featured this as a Valentine card last week. And we have it in the blue and PNG and SVG version. Now you're going to see a couple different versions. So we've got both of these. And then I also made the coral and the yellow. And then it also has it with the outline. So you can see the black here and there's no black here. So there's both of those versions. And then we have it here in the SVG. So there's only one color of SVG because you can change the color to whatever color you want. So when you see that, that is supposed to be that way. Then we have the traditional Nintendo Switch, not the Lite.
And Becca, are these available now for our flock members?
They are. They're in Dropbox right now for you all.
Belle said, she's so friggin' talented.
Oh my gosh.
She is.
You're so sweet. So anyway, we have those, all of the versions of that. Then we have these right here, which is just the blank pieces of notebook paper. And you all probably have seen on my laptop that I have this one with Becca and Fallon's handwriting on it as a sticker. And then I also want to point out, see right here, the title of this is Notebook Paper GF. GF stands for Glowforge. And when this is on the website, there'll be a note specifically for this. But the reason that this is different than a standard SVG is that when you import this one into Design Space, it will just be one cut line, just like this, instead of the outline of these lines. And the reason that I did that and titled it GF is so that you can use this for scoring in Glowforge. But I didn't want to leave out the people who do not have a Glowforge. So we also have this version of the SVG, which will work perfectly in your Design Space. Now we have just the tag all by itself for you all, the O&L Swirl Flock Ear tag. We have this version of the logo. Some of you all have asked for it. So it's the one that does not say Oak and Lamb. And then this I included, a member needed a cut file made for her mother to use as a stencil on a quilt. And so I thought, well, there's got to be other quilters here who maybe want to use this. So,
like your mom.
Yeah.
Jane's a quilter.
So I imported that for you all. And then if you're not a quilter, you could still use this for other things. And then this is the file that we're using today, the recipe book with the card, which is actually technically like 3 SVGs in one, or 3 cut files in one.
Yes.
And then this one is one of my favorites. It's okay if your serotonin is store-bought.
They are, I'm just letting you know, they're absolutely dying over the mental health ones. They are dying. And someone said it perfectly. Not a lot of people realize how many people struggle with mental health of all different kinds. I didn't realize
until I did.
And it's amazing just to shine some light on it and celebrate that we're all a little bit different. We all struggle sometimes. So these are amazing. They're absolutely loving them. Becca killed it with these.
And then we have the regular camper. This is similar to the camper for the Camp with the Flock, but I wanted to give a non-O&L version. So you can change the colors of it here. And then this is the last one. For those of you who don't know, in the mental health topic, there's the whole semicolon, which is like
Suicide
awareness, yes. And so we had some requests for this, and so I did this one. Your story isn't over.
Look at those colors.
Did a fun one there. And then the SVG version obviously can't do this watercolor thing, so we made that one there for you anyway. Anyway, there's all the files. I hope you guys love them.
Kat says, do you all realize how blessed we are by the variety of cut files Becca makes for us? If you're not a flock member, what are you waiting for?
Oh, thank you, Kat.
So sweet.
Thank you. Okay, so we are using, let me see if I can find it again. Where did it go? this one. So I'm going to drag and drop. We're back over into the Glowforge app and we'll upload. And I'm going to have to find it again. Dadgummit. I should have just pulled it onto my desktop.
Those are so tiny.
They are, and I can't remember. Okay, here it is. Recipe book. So one thing I hate about the Glowforge app is when you import this file will import as a 4x6 recipe book into Design Space because that's how I designed it. It's perfect.
Right.
When you pull it into the Glowforge app, it does not do that. It drives me absolutely crazy. So we do have to size this to 4x6. To do that, I'm just going to come down here. See, everything is still intact. So when I size one thing, it's going to size everything. I come down here to the bottom, and then I'm going to make the height 6 inches, just like that. That's perfect. And I want to get rid of a few things. I don't need this right here, which is my recipe card because it's a print and cut. I'm not going to be using it. So I can just go ahead and delete it. And what I did was just select it and push delete on my keyboard. It's that easy. Then the next thing that I want to do, I'm going to turn this so that it can be cut out right here.
Wow, I love it.
And then I'm going to do the same thing to this right here. And then what I want to do is change this. You see right here, right now it says engrave. And I want to change these to cut. So just by clicking this, I'm going to come up to cut. And it changes both of them because they're in one layer. And then we have this right here, the wording, which we could engrave if we wanted to. It would probably take about 30 minutes to engrave this entire thing on here, maybe 20. So I don't want to do that. We don't have time to do that. But what I'm going to do is score instead. So we're just going to select this and press score. And then because our Glowforge read that little QR code, it already has the medium draft board material setting selected. However, if it didn't automatically, then I could just click this, type in the material that I want to use and press enter. But it's finished. This part is ready. And all I need to do is press ready. It's going to prepare my print design. It should take right under 3 minutes. It will be loud. But Rachel and I are louder, so we can talk over it.
Very true.
So while it's preparing my print, in just a second, what camera are you on?
I'm on you're the third. Do you want me to switch it to the overhead?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and switch it to that one so they can watch it cut because it's really fun. So we have our flashing teal, blue, whatever they're calling it, turquoise light, which means it's ready to print. So we can go ahead and click that.
Let's watch her go.
I'm going to walk over toward Rachel so that it's not picking up my mic as badly.
Yeah. And it's really not that bad.
No, it's not terrible.
I think we sound totally fine. Let us know if you have any questions while it's cutting.
Yeah.
It's not going to take very long, though. Not at all.
And then once it's finished cutting, we're going to do a quick little intermission, like 2-minute intermission, because I'm going to move the Glowforge out of the way and move my craft table back so that we can paint and do our print and cut aspect of it. So like I said, it'll be like 2 minutes. It won't take any time at all. But I definitely wanted you to be able to see this. We almost decided to just leave it as is, but I was like, no, they're gonna want to see the Glowforge in action and see how cool it is. So I'm not looking at comments. I have no idea. Ooh, we have 81 friends here today.
Yeah.
Amazing. Does the QR code have to be in the same spot always? No, it does not. Great question. And one thing that I love, if you have, for instance, this draft board is the same setting that I use for the draft board that I get from WAI Supplies. And so a lot of people will make a copy of the QR code and like do a print and cut on a piece of cardstock or something and then place it on their third party blanks so that the machine will automatically read it and change the setting for them. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You could actually probably take that sticker off too. I don't know. I've never tried.
And I'm going to switch it over again. And you guys, I just wanted you to see. it'll say printing and then have like a countdown for you, which is super handy, and it's very accurate.
100% accurate.
It's not like Design Space where it says like 100% done and then stays there for a while, still cutting. So that's really nice to see too.
So you can see all of that dust and everything in there. That draft board tends to be a little dustier than other materials. So my experience is that's the stinkiest one. Acrylic stinks, but I feel like this one's stinkier.
But me and Becca were talking, it kind of smells sweet.
It's almost like maple syrup. It's weird.
Yeah, it smells sweet. It's so odd.
Yeah. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, you do have to have a vent for your Glowforge. Ours is vented out the door if you're looking at our set, to the right of our set. Or you need a inside ventilation system.
Which those are pretty expensive.
They're pricey. They are pricey. Yeah.
Linda, yes, hit the like button. Thank you guys.
Yes, please
all
do.
All the likes help. All the comments help. All the views help.
Kat, I believe I'm drooling, right? I mean, still, anytime I make a Glowforge project, I'm drooling too. It really is amazing. Really is. If you're looking to make money with crafting, this is it's a startup cost that you can make back really quickly.
It's true.
Yeah. It's a large startup cost at first, but then the return, the profit that you make on the projects from it is so significant.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're finished with this. Let me open the lid here. Pull down this front door. There's plenty of room here for other projects. Do not get rid of that stuff. I'm going to put it over here in my scrap pile.
Is that dust or smoke coming out of there? A little bit of both.
A little both, but this isn't hot at all. I would let my kids pick this up.
Yeah.
It's not even warm.
And is it like a dryer vent?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is a dryer vent. It's a 4-inch dryer vent. So these come right out here. You can see there. If they're super small, they come out automatically sometimes, and then that's what the crumb tray is for. If they're not super small, then you can't really, or if they're too small for you to get with your fingers, then I like to use a weeding tool and sort of just poke them out like that. But we'll throw these away. This is the back piece. Here's my front piece. And then I am going to go ahead and reset this craft table. So give us, like I said, like 2 minutes and we'll be right back.
Yeah, bye guys.
Okay, thank you so much for your patience while we did that.
Quick.
Hopefully it was really quick. I don't even know that it was 2 minutes.
No, I don't think it was.
I just didn't want to try to craft over top of that. I am putting my printed sheet of recipe cards. And again, you all can let me know if you want us to cut this out. But I went ahead and put it on this mat just in case to get it out of the way too.
Oh, that's a strong grip. My goodness.
Yeah, we're going to see how it goes.
Okay.
We're going to see how it goes. So funny. So here is the piece that we just scored, and you can see where it just did the outline. So the difference between outline and engrave, if I had chosen engrave, then all of this in between here would have been filled in. with burn marks, basically.
Yeah.
Intentional burn marks. So what I'm going to do right now is weed off the masking tape from right here. Now this will take just a few minutes. We want to leave the insides of the letters. So like the inside of the P right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we want to leave that. While I'm doing this, if you all have any questions, now is a fantastic time to ask them, whether it's about crafting, whether it's about Glowforge specifically, or other crafting questions, whether it's about the membership, whether it's about the camp trip, whether it's about, I mean, anything. Now is a great time to ask those questions.
I have one to ask.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if I've ever seen you wear a Pandora bracelet.
Yes.
And you're rocking it today.
Thank you. Well, you know, Fallon and I got best friend charms.
Yes, you sure did.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
And so I had to get it back out. I used to wear them when I was a kid. Oh, Nicole, welcome to the flock. We are so excited that you are a new flock member here. I assume that Nicole is live with us. If not, maybe she'll watch it later.
And then we had one earlier today, Kendra. Miss Kendra Smith. I just saw you too. Hello.
Fantastic.
Chrissy says, how is the weeding? Is it as easy as weeding regular vinyl?
It's easier than weeding regular vinyl. Much easier than weeding regular vinyl.
Why is the black tray called a crumb tray?
Because I guess the little bitty pieces, like if that were to cut out, that's about the size of a crumb. So yeah.
Just falls down. Just like in your toaster. Little crumb tray.
Correct.
This is a good question. How many cut files can you upload to Cricut Design Space, and how many project collections can you have? It is unlimited.
For the cut files?
Yes, for the cut files. I'm not sure how many collections. Back in the day, I say it like it was forever ago. It was actually just a little while ago. The Cricut was toying with the idea of only giving you so many uploads without you paying for it. Thankfully, they retracted that because that was a horrible idea. So I think it's unlimited.
But as far as the collections, are you talking about like
making the
like saved projects?
Yeah, like Becca's.
Yeah, Becca. I think
projects.
it was 3 or 4 because we met our max when we were at MGL. I can't remember how many it was.
Collections?
Really? Yeah, we did. I tried to add a new one. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. We only have 2 here because that's all we need. So I haven't really looked at that. That's a great question.
And Nicole is here. She said, just join the flock. So excited. Nicole, we're so glad
you're here. We're so glad you're here.
Welcome. If you want to go to the Oak and Lamb flock on the Facebook, listen to me, heaven. I will approve you right now. I'll do it right now.
And if you can't find it, I'll send out a welcome email in a little bit to help you.
Yeah.
Super fun. Okay, we're almost finished with this, and then we can paint it. And the cool thing about this, and I don't know, I haven't tried it with any masking tape that I'm adding separately, but sometimes if you are familiar with creating vinyl stencils and then you put them down, sometimes if you put too much paint on it, then it will like bubble up underneath it and cause some issues. Yeah. I have not found that to be an issue with this. Now, it will probably happen since I just said it. Maybe I should knock on all the wood.
Yeah.
A
bit of it.
Okay, throw this away.
And Lori Jeffers, can you tell me where the new files are, because I don't see them? They are in the Facebook group. Becca has a pinned post that has a Dropbox link in it, and that is where you can click and find all of the cut files. You can actually go on there and also sort them so you can see the newest first.
Great question. And we can always look at those a little bit later on too.
Yeah.
I can show you how to locate them. Okay, so we're going to paint. Let me grab my paintbrush here. I'm just going to get some black. This is just acrylic paint. The MDF or draft board does really, really, really well with acrylic paints. It also does well with, that other one, spray paint, which is shocking to me because I thought that it would be so porous that it soaks it up, but it doesn't do bad. So you can see I'm not really.
It's not like she's pouncing it and being super careful. She's painting it on.
I'm just painting it on. Yeah.
You guys are so sweet welcoming Nicole. Honestly, so sweet. Shirley, let me know what you mean by this. She says, how do I know if I'm using light, medium, or heavy pressure? I'm okay with the high pressure, but not sure how loose it has to be on light or medium. So let me know what you're talking about. If you're talking about weeding or if you're talking about with your Cricut, we'd like to help you for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you've tagged us in that. Thank you.
So we haven't even talked to you all. We were chatting with you, but what did you all think of the Joy hack for Print and Cut? Let me know.
Yes.
Have any of you tried it? That was super fun.
One of my favorite things is the comments of everyone saying, I don't even have a Joy, or I have a Joy, but I have another Cricut, so I don't need this hack. But I absolutely loved watching this and learning how to do this. I just love those comments because you guys take time out of your day just to watch it because it's an incredible hack. So thank you guys for that too.
Well, and here's the thing. It makes you wonder, like, if there are hacks like that, what else are we not hacking yet?
Yeah.
You know? It's interesting. I love a good hack.
And Jean says, if I use craft board for the cover, could I do HTV on it? Yeah, you could do HTV on any of these we've showed you. On the chipboard, on this wood, on paper, the craft board, which is just a thick paper.
The inside of my A wanted to move on this one.
Shame.
Yeah, so that makes me a little bit nervous about painting it the way that I've been painting it.
Okay.
So I'm going to pounce on this part. So just pay attention to things like that. Just pouncing up and down so that that piece doesn't move on me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Shirley, this makes sense. She means pressure-wise when pressing down your heat press for sublimation. When they say medium pressure, if something says medium pressure, just give it a little pressure. It really, most heat presses give good pressure.
I'm going to be honest. I always put the same pressure no matter what.
And there are actually some Cricut infusible ink, which if you don't know, it's basically sublimation, same thing. And it recommends like light pressure. So I don't really. Yeah.
No,
Some
honestly,
say light pressure or like set the easy press down, then don't touch it. Like set it there for some of those ceramic coasters and things. And so it's really odd. However, we always like to give good pressure. Pressure does not hurt a sublimation project. If anything, it helps it. So you don't have to put like your whole weight behind it, Shirley, but it definitely helps. Good question though. Because, see, those are things that newbies can get really confused about. Not saying you're a newbie, but that's a good question.
And caught up on, yeah.
Like pressure or warm peel, cold peel with vinyls. It all gets really overwhelming.
Well,
I totally understand.
Or like preheat your material before you put your vinyl, all that stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's, I don't know. I guess there's a reason they say it, but sometimes I'm like, really? Okay, I'm going to let this dry just a little bit before I go weeding it off. So while it's drying, let's jump over into Design Space and I'll show you how easy it is to change the recipe card if you want to change the colors, and then how easy it is to flatten it. Put this right here. Am I still connected over here?
You sure are.
Okay, fantastic.
I'll wait till you get situated, then I'll switch over.
I have to find Design Space. That's fine. Okay, so new project. Let's find our recipe book here. There it is. So like I said earlier, this imports to 4x6, so it's already 4x6. The recipe card is a tiny bit smaller. You can see right here. If I zoom in, especially, you can see it's just a little bit smaller. But I don't need this part right now. I'm not going to be doing anything with that. We'll delete it. So to manipulate this, all you have to do is select the layers in the right-hand panel and manipulate them. Now, if you wanted no color, like you could totally get rid of this piece. You could get rid of this piece, this piece, this piece, and just do black and white. That would be fine. Or if you just want to change the colors, then just select each individual layer and make it whatever color you want. Just like this. I recommend keeping the writing pretty dark so that it's easy to see. But everything else, just whatever your heart's desire is. I've seen some really cute ones that are like lemon themed, so it might be cute to do something like this. Maybe green up here, but any color that you want. And then what you're going to do is select it and press flatten. So all the layers over here are selected, and we're going to press flatten. Now, look how cute that looks.
Look at those colors.
You can get 2 pieces or 2 of these recipe cards on one sheet. However, if you just put them like this, no, it's probably not going to do it because it's going to make a liar out of me. So I have 2 right here. When I clicked make it, when I made these on Friday, yes, it does. It puts them on 2 separate sheets. That's ridiculous. Like, clearly there's enough space.
That is so.
It drives me
probably
crazy.
one of my biggest pet peeves with Cricut is the size restrictions in Printacut.
So what you want to do is just select both of them and press attach. And then when you click make it, it puts it on one sheet. So you're going to print this out, and then you will just cut it with your machine. You can use your Maker or your Explorer for these, whichever one you want.
And Jenny has a question. When you're making copies of something in Design Space, is there a limit on how many copies can be made? I'll let Becca answer too. I have not seen a quote unquote limit on copies. But what I have seen is that Design Space will refuse to load them all. Like it almost
it's too
glitches.
big.
Like
It
it's
bogs it
too
down.
big or too much, and it really bogs the software down.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially if they're like itty bitty and you're making like stickers and you want to make like 40 of them, that's not an issue.
Right.
But if you're doing some big layers and things like that, I think you will run into it bogging Cricut down.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take these recipe cards out really quickly so that we can load them all together for you in a little bit. Okay. This is still kind of wet a little bit here and there, but I'm going to go for it and just hope I don't get it everywhere. We'll see. So you're just weeding this off just like you would vinyl as well. Watch that. Oh, it's so satisfying. So this, you would definitely just want to trash.
And make sure you're careful peeling this up so that no paint touches the other parts that you don't want it
Correct.
to touch. Just go slow.
It's just so easy to weed. That, and then the other pieces, again, we'll just grab our weeding tool and go to town on them, especially the pieces that are like on the insides of the letters. Look how good that looks. Oh, looks so good.
It looks really professional.
And I didn't have to be careful
impressed.
at all. I'm going to pull this over here and get these off. I also like to use my reverse tweezers that I can't find. What did I do? There they are. To grab, because if it happens to be wet with paint a little bit, I don't want to get that all over my fingers and then touch things, and it's just a whole thing. Okay, I like to put a paper towel right here to sort of catch these pieces so that they're not on my table and so that I'm not accidentally picking them back up. They stick really nicely there. Reach any comments? I feel like they're being quiet today.
Here's what I love, and I love lives like this. They're talking amongst themselves,
Yes.
which I love. They're having a lot of different conversations, which I think is super fun to be a fly on the wall for. Chrissy says, do you have to wait for it to dry, or should you not wait for it to dry? Because a lot of times people say, don't wait for it to completely dry.
Chrissy, I have to be honest. I'm not a patient person, and I've never actually waited for it to dry to know whether it's a bad choice or not.
I think that is something that is said on like slicker surfaces that the paint can peel up if you leave it on the stencil. Like for instance, if you wanted to put this on like a piece of glass, odds are that paint's not going to stick well on that glass. So if you let it dry completely and you pull up the stencil, you're going to pull up the paint with it.
Right.
With this wood, it soaks it up just fine. So I think it's fine to do it dry or wet, personally. What type of paper are you using for the recipe cards?
It's 110-pound cardstock.
Really, 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 really thick.
Yes, it's 8.5 by 11, so it goes in my printer really nicely. You wouldn't need any bigger than that anyway, since you can't print any bigger than that from Design Space. So we get it from Amazon. We love it. It's almost like craft board.
It's thick stuff. You need to cut it on like the craft board setting with more pressure. It's some sturdy stuff for sure.
Almost finished here. You all are troopers for this.
Shirley said, I hate cooking, but this would be cute to make for a family member with chipboard. Yes.
I want to figure out for our camp trip, for our camp with the flock trip, if we can do like a recipe swap or something with something like this. I'm trying to figure out the logistics behind that, how we could do it. But I think it would be really cute to have a little, especially if we do the potluck thing that we're talking about doing. If you brought like the recipe that you created for the potluck, like mine will be pineapple casserole probably. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how we can do that. I think it will be really fun. Rach, what are you going to make for the potluck?
I haven't decided.
Cupcakes.
Because it has to be.
Cupcakes?
Well, is it going to be the same day, like that Wednesday?
I don't know.
Because whatever it is, I have to be able to either make it there or bring it that day.
That's true.
That's my only thing, or else I would make my cupcakes. Well, number one, I don't know how many I'd have to make.
That's true.
Which is fine.
Well, this week I'm posting to see if we can get a roll call.
Okay, yes.
A roll call.
Now, my mama is
Look at that.
going. This is so cute. Look.
Your mama is what?
Mama's going.
Yes.
And she makes an excellent chocolate chip pound cake.
Oh.
It's so good. And it travels really, really well.
Yeah?
It's almost better the next day. So we might make that. I don't know.
Okay.
We're just going to eat
Okay.
a lot. But look how professional this looks.
I got paint on our table, Rach.
Becca, that table's going to go through a lot.
Yeah.
Darlene said, I'm sorry if this has already been answered. That's fine, Darlene. How thick is the MDF board, and are you buying it from Lowe's or Home Depot? ?
I get mine from WAI Supplies. This is actually from Glowforge, but I think this is the 1/8 inch MDF board. I haven't gotten it from Lowe's or Home Depot, although I'm told you can. I just like, I don't know. I just like the other ones that I've been, for one, if I'm not mistaken, the ones from Lowe's and Home Depot I would have to cut. And so if I were at home, that would be one thing, but we just don't have the space for that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this off. It looks really bad.
Fine.
Okay, I got it. Anyway, that's a great question. It's a fantastic question. Let me lock my alcohol here. And then to put this together, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one that's already dry.
Good choice. That's good.
Thank you. Oh, we had the back. I forgot to do the back. Okay. It's even easier to weed. Now, you could, if you're buying this not masked and you were just masking it, I probably wouldn't mask this part just because you're, sort of wasting it.
It's the back, yeah. Is everyone making T-shirts for a camp trip? Crystal, I'd say a lot of people are. Yeah.
Depending on
Feel
how
free.
things go, we may do just like an order of them too.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right now, we don't have a huge number, so it would be easier to facilitate
we're
something
super
like
happy
that.
with any number.
Yeah.
We don't care if 2 people come or 200 people come.
Well,
We're just
honestly, this
happy-
started out us camping with Kat, and then everyone's like, I want to camp. And we're like, yeah, may as well. May as well.
Here we
It's
go.
going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just open these guys right here, just like this. There we go. Put this on first. Put our little recipe cards in here.
Oh my gosh.
Put this on.
Oh my goodness.
Close her up.
I'm just.
Oh
Oh my god.
so stinking cute.
It's adorable.
So cute. I love it. Love it. Let me know. Do you have any questions? I think I like the MDF board better than the wood. I don't love Glowforge's wood.
Okay. The Glowforge brand, yeah.
I like it like this, but it's like finished almost, so it's really slick. So you can't paint this. You would have to sand it. Otherwise it peels off. So that's frustrating to me.
And Terry, this is a good question. If you are really bothered by the design space, print and cut size restrictions, you can always just use your computer and print it straight from your computer.
Absolutely.
Because you can send it over and it will be 8.5 by 11, or bigger if your your printer allows.
Right.
But yeah, there's definitely some workarounds for that.
I'm pulling up the YouTube so I can see my friends here.
There's a lot of friends here.
Our craft is finished, so if you want to skedaddle, you can skedaddle.
Yeah.
I feel like I've only been live. Oh, it's been an hour?
Yeah.
I thought it'd been 30 minutes.
Nope.
Probably won't get to talk too much then.
Hey, listen, Becca, this is our show. This is our show. We can stay here. Absolutely.
Okay.
Someone said they're still talking about the camp trip. We got them on a tangent. It's fine. It's great. What about the people who are flying in? You can't bring a dish on the plane. Listen, you don't have to do that. There will be plenty of food for the few of you guys that are flying in.
Well, depending on what it looks like.
It's basically only if you want to. If you love a dish,
I'm assuming that those of you
you
who are staying in a cabin will probably want to go to like a grocery store and grab some food and snacks and things like that for the weekend.
that are flying in, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to grab stuff to make something, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a restaurant there. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't care either way. If it's so much that
we're all foodies here. Really.
We can't make a full meal out of what people can bring, then we'll just do like a snack time, like an hors d'oeuvre time.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about this.
No, it's not a big deal.
Yes.
Did you say WAI designs for your Glowforge materials?
I think it's WAI supplies. I may have said designs. Let me look just a second, and I will find that. I have 4 that I like. Why is my search? Glowforge. Okay. WAI supplies. Right. Have I given this to you before?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably have.
Here. You know what?
I'm dropping the ball.
I'm just. Clearly you are.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm sorry. Oh.
That looks terrible. They're all like, hold on. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
They're all. Acrylics.
I don't know if we know this. How close is a supermarket to the campground? I don't know if we know this. I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Maps.com. That's not the one I wanted. I'll have to let you know. I was going to look it up, but I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've camped there. Like a long time. I was a kid the last time I camped there. I went there for my cousin's wedding. I was 9 or so years ago. It's been a long time since I've been there. Jenny, I've enjoyed this. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Loved the hack. It worked perfectly. Wonderful. I don't have a Glowforge, but love hanging out with you guys. Susan, we love that too. And you can totally make this without a Glowforge. That's the beauty of SVGs and the files and all that fun stuff. I think most of us that camp can attest to the fact that we never go hungry. Kat, is that not the truth?
No.
I feel like that's all we do sometimes. And my dad, is Dad here? Is my dad here?
I don't know if...
He's so funny because he's always like, oh, it's no big deal, you know, it'll be low key. I don't know why you all have to make a fuss over all the food. And we're like,
what?
Huh?
What? We camp to
We're
eat.
not mad about this.
No. Honestly, I cannot remember me being hungry a single time at the campground. You just don't go hungry.
No.
We got a Dutch oven.
Yes.
And threw it on the fire and would make a ton of stuff in that Dutch oven. This one time, it was hilarious. My Mama B was camping with us, and it was my family. So, like my mom, my dad, me, Sarah, and Joseph. You all remember Joe. And Mama B were all camping. And Mama was like doing this diet. I don't even know. She was trying to eat healthier. And we made this like cobbler. And it had like 2 sticks of butter and 3 cups of sugar in it. And Mama was eating it. And for some reason, she thought it was light. And she was like, guys, this is like the best light dessert in the world. And Mom said, yeah, it's really light except for that 3 cups of butter and the 2 cups of sugar. And Mama freaked out. She was like, what? And we're like, we're camping. It's a delicious, what?
We should probably make that blueberry pineapple crunch thing.
Oh, Paula Deen's blueberry crunch.
Mom said that she and Anna, because they went camping there, I think last year, but they went to Walmart several times. So it's close enough to the campground.
Good.
Like several trips.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Shauna, I
won't
love
be going
food.
hungry.
Me too, Shauna. Me too.
And me and Becca are pretty hungry right now.
Yeah, I ate a whole bag of kettle corn. I don't know that I breathe. Rachel's like, you want some kettle corn? I'm like, sure. I don't know that a breed.
We love popcorn here. We're big popcorn.
Heather says, let's get some more likes on this video, please. Heather, I love
So
that you always remind us.
sweet.
That is so amazing. I was looking to see if we had any new other members join us. We have not, which is okay. It's fine. I wanted to welcome them.
There's no one to welcome though, so if you want a shout out, just buy a membership.
Yeah.
We'll give you a shout out.
Yes, Dump Kate. I'm trying to, okay, so traditional camp foods are like what? Hobos, which are the things that you put the hamburger meat and the potatoes and the carrots
Love
and the
those.
onions
In the tin foil. Love those.
I also love those.
Oh, those are so good. Oh my god.
I haven't made those in a while. We always make chili. We always make chili when we go camping.
Of course, hot dogs. There's the easiest thing. Just
breakfast food. Oh my gosh. Like honestly, we eat so much for breakfast sometimes that you would think you wouldn't want to eat the rest of the day. But I love to make because I actually use the oven. I have a friend. Is Amber on here? Amber, if you're on here, I'm making fun of you right now. Who I think she uses it now, but has this huge camper. I mean, huge, nice.
Are you talking about Amber Roach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did not use the oven. She may not still. I can't remember. I'm like, use that oven, Amber. But her hubby brings like his Blackstone, and we do hibachi and steaks. And anyway, I like to use my oven for breakfast because I like to make like the sausage cream cheese casseroles.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh gosh, we've made cinnamon rolls, lasagna, banana pudding. It's just,
everything.
Everything. Anyway.
Whatever you're feeling, just buy it and cook it.
John had never heard of hobos.
Oh, they're so
I
good.
love them. I eat them with A1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mom would put like potatoes and carrots and just all kinds
Lint
of
and
stuff
onion
in
soup
it.
mix.
Yes.
Yes.
And just close it up. It's just like a tinfoil sack. And you just throw it on the fire. You throw it on the stove, and it's
There's nothing like, because that's not a food that I would really make at home.
right.
But there's nothing like playing all day on the playground, playing dodgeball, riding your bike, coming back nasty, grimy, starving, and opening up that hobo.
The tinfoil, yeah. It's so just.
We
man.
also.
Becca.
When we used to camp with my cousins, they like soup. I'm not a soup eater, but we would always have grilled cheese, which I love grilled cheese and tomato soup. And we're not talking doctored up tomato soup. My mom would force me to eat Campbell's tomato soup right out of the can. And I'm like,
wait, right out of the can? It's canned in.
Well, she would heat it up and put.
But it was.
Well, I mean, they put water in it, but still, like, no. Oh, I'm so scarred.
Are you knocking Campbell's tomato soup?
No, I love it if you put like sour cream and parsley and cheese and all of those other things.
Okay.
Well, I don't love it. I will eat it. I'm scarred.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not a fan. I will never make my children eat.
Ate it too much.
Mom made this stuff that my brothers love called beefaroni, but I referred to it as barfaroni because I hate it.
Is it cold?
No, it's pasta, like elbow noodles, and
my dad calls it goulash.
like chunks of tomato, which I hate chunks of tomato. I love regular tomato, but cooked tomato.
I wasn't a fan.
I'm out. Yeah.
I wasn't a fan.
Barfaroni. I won't make my kids eat that either.
Barfaroni. Barfaroni.
No.
Because beefaroni makes me think of like a hamburger helper.
Which
is much different. Because I personally like hamburger helper a lot. But that goulash stuff, there's not a lot to it. I don't really like it.
It's not my favorite. Grilled cheese and tomato soup is my fave, Teresa.
I might have had it last week, Teresa.
Chocolate gravy over biscuits with camping. I've not made that while we were camping. I should do that.
Yes.
Love chocolate gravy over biscuits.
Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Shirley calls it goulash. I love tomato soup and grilled cheese. Just throw a few baby leaves.
I messed it up twice. I wasted 2 cans of Campbell's tomato soup.
What did you do?
I put too much. I had milk and then I had half and half, and I thought, half and half will be good. No. I watered. No. Dumped two cans down the sink before I finally got the third one right. I don't know what I was doing. I usually don't mess up that much, but that's fine. It's fine. Barfaroni.
I'm sorry.
Foil
There's
packs,
just certain things like I have distinct. My mom was a really good cook when I was growing up. So like she was a good cook. I'm not saying she wasn't a good cook, but when she would bring out the barfroni, I was like, why? No, Mom. You make so many other things that are so good. Why would you do this? Her meatloaf, I'm telling on myself. I'm telling myself.
She's here too.
I ate so much of it one time that I threw up in my plate.
Oh no, in your plate? Becca, no.
I remember where I was sitting. I remember where the table was because it wasn't where it is now at her house. And I just kept asking for more. And she was like, okay. And just.
No.
And I still love this stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Okay,
I love meatloaf.
If you guys know Coca-Cola Cake, it's like an old classic cake.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
It's so good. My Mama would make like the homemade icing. Like the best cake
so
ever.
Good.
Well, James, my husband, it was at our wedding shower. Okay, our wedding. We're adults here. He would go in the back to the kitchen and he was like, let me try this cake. And we were there for like all day setting up and stuff, so he was hungry. So he ate a slice of it and it was so good. He had never had anything like it. Guys, he ate like 7. He would sneak back there and he ate 7 pieces of that Coca-Cola cake. Was sick the entire rest of the day. He did not know. He did not. He still hasn't eaten it again to this day. I love Coca-Cola cake. But
Cracker Barrel makes really good Coca-Cola cake.
I'm gonna have to have Cracker Barrel's Coca.
You've not had it?
No, I've never had it.
They serve it to you warm. I've told you this, and it's like,
yes.
Oh, it's very good.
Honestly, Becca, I don't get dessert at restaurants often.
I don't normally.
I don't do it normally.
Because normally I've eaten enough food that I don't want the dessert.
You're like, no.
Occasionally I'm like, I'm only eating this, and I'm taking this home because I want this chocolate cake.
Yes, yeah. I've never had. I'm gonna have to have it.
Yes.
Gonna have to.
R.I.P. meatloaf. That's right. R.I.P. meatloaf. My son Becca eats it the same way. I mean, he loves it. My little grandpa's in a sack. It's his recipe. I throw in way more Worcestershire or however you say that. And how do you say it? Worcestershire.
Worcestershire
is what I say.
Worcestershire.
I don't know.
I really don't love the taste of that. I've tried Worcestershire.
And the meatloaf, it's mixed with ketchup and oatmeal.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And onion and yeah.
I don't know. Get weirded out.
Meat and potatoes gal. I could go the rest of my life and not eat meat, and it would be totally. No, I like it.
I couldn't live without meat.
But I could go the rest of my life and not eat it and be fine.
I could not.
Yeah.
No. I have to have me
Becca,
a steak.
I made cheesecake. Like right now, you have a cheesecake for what?
Jan, why isn't it here?
You made cheesecake for today?
Becca must know about the cheesecake, Jan. Tell her. What's going on?
Why? January 24th. What's today? Is something today?
Oh no, have you forgotten something, Becca?
Well, she forgot my birthday cake from June, so maybe.
Oh, I see. We're still holding on to a grudge about it too.
Is she saying she made a cheesecake? I just need to know if I'm coming over for cheesecake tonight.
Okay. Well. Okay.
I only eat carrot cake or spice cake. Ooh, I do love carrot cake. A good cream cheese icing.
Oh, yeah.
You got me there.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm apologizing for the barfaroni. So you made one today to apologize for the beef?
She said, Becca, I made a cheesecake. She never said today.
Well, you could apologize.
Jan, now you've got her hopes up. Now she really is wanting some cheesecake.
You just mean like over the last 30 years you made one and that should make up for it? Cheesecake's not my favorite dessert. I'm not Anna.
What is your favorite dessert? That's a good
Chocolate
question.
eclair cake.
Chocolate eclair cake?
Yeah, it's like Cool Whip and sour cream and like maybe it has some powdered sugar. But then you like layer it with graham crackers and it has like this thick fudge chocolate on the top.
Okay.
It's heaven.
I've never had it.
I'll make you one.
Anything Becca makes me, I obviously love it. Yes.
Good. Teresa, Anna feels the same way. She said, I could go my whole life. I hate meat. I feel like I'm biting into the animal. Anna's very, like, she can't eat wings. When we go to, like, Buffalo Wild Wings, she can't do it because she feels like she's biting into their
like the
wings.
The bone-in wings?
She can't do it. No, but I'm making one on the 5th for Fred and Sadie. I'm not going to be there. Why does that matter?
Oh, Becca. Go get that one from Yoder's, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's the best. We bought a whole one and they told us we could never do that again, that we can't buy a whole one. They only sell it by the slice. I'm like, we're paying for it. Why does it matter?
Becca's really upset about that missed birthday cake. Yeah. I am.
Becca's going to have to.
Now, Mom brought me on my birthday balloons.
Yeah.
And a plant and a card with money.
I remember this.
Yeah.
The kiddos came.
The kids came.
I remember this.
Yeah. I'll forgive you for that.
Okay. I'm glad the slate's wiped clean. That's good. That's always good.
Mom, you know there won't be leftovers. My mom is just like me. She would say it, so I don't care to say it. She, if there's a cake or something in the house, that's all we can think about until it's gone. So if Mom has cheesecake in her house, much like me, you get up, you eat cheesecake for breakfast.
Yeah.
You want a snack, you have cheesecake. You have lunch, you have cheesecake, and until it's gone.
This is normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you hyperfixate on it. Yes. You guys are hilarious.
Maybe this cheesecake was the same meal as the barfaroni. No, when we were growing up, Mom didn't make desserts for meals. She made desserts when people would come over, but like regular, no. However, we thought it was like a big treat. I mean, a big treat. She didn't do it often, but we had these like special Tupperware cups that looked like a sundae cup, and she would make instant pudding and put it in there. And if we saw that in the refrigerator, we were like,
you're like, oh, it's game time.
yeah. So when Anna was little, she had this little raccoon named Rocky, but she couldn't say Rocky, so she called it Gawky.
A stuffed?
Yeah, a stuffed. Yeah,
You
not
never
a real
mentioned
raccoon.
that.
Not a real raccoon. It was a stuffed animal
questions?
named Gawky.
Okay.
And there was fingerprints in the pudding. And Mom said, what happened? And Anna said, Gawky did it. Gawky did it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Gawky got into the pudding.
She can't take responsibility.
Anyway,
No.
thank you all so much. This has been a super fun live. Thank you for staying and chatting as always. We love it. We love it so much. If you're rewatching and you made it this far, congratulations. You get some sort of star and award.
Yes.
If you do, for some reason, love this, become a member. We're very excited for you to do that. We would love to welcome you here at Oak and Lamb into our flock. But anyway, we'll see you here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, where Rachel or I will be live. We're going to be doing some fun crafts this week. I'll see you all later.